Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Yeah. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back. He can tell from the front. I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. First and 10. Knight. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, 79 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Bortles leads the Jags up first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
380. 380. 77.
To throw, it's Bortles. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Mario Edwards able to drop him for a loss of 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
380. 380. 11.
Now Bortles. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
380.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
That's taken on the 25. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Giant football first and 10. The Giants making their way out, and at this point you would have to think that all mentions of last year may be erased from team history, or at least that's what they want. Clearly, Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, the talent on this team, too good for another 3-13 finish, right? And
I think that was reflected in their draft in 2018. Because if it was an all-out rebuild, they would have drafted a quarterback at number 2. Instead, they drafted Saquon Barkley. So that signals to me they want to get back to running the football and trying to punish people on offense and take the pressure off of Eli Manning. And on the defensive side of the ball, they obviously have to get better. But believe it or not, you know who can really help them there? Their head coach, Pat Shurmur. Comes from a defensive family, understands how valuable it is, and loves the toughness and the identity that a good defense can provide.
On second down, here's Barkley. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The Jags heading out on offense. Last year we said, Charles, one of these years it has to come together for the Jaguars, doesn't it? Well, guess what? It certainly did. They won double-digit games for the first time in 10 seasons, and they picked up 2 more wins in the playoffs before falling in that tough one to New England.
And they decided that on offense, they were going to be a team that knocked you off the ball and ran it. That's why they drafted Leonard Fournette out of LSU, and he gave them some toughness and an identity. Quarterback Blake Bortles, often criticized, but elevated his play in the playoffs, both with his legs and his arm. For the defense, that's where the big transition happened. Yannick Ngakoue coming off the edge. Calais Campbell, maybe the best player in the defensive line in the league last season. But Jalen Ramsey out at corner, he gives them their swagger, he gives them their look, and he gives them great play on the edge.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
On 3rd down, it's Grant. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Jaguars. Corey Grant, 70 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and we are tied at 7. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, twisting away. And now running right through it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. leverage guys, win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st down, Knight. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 48 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Barkley. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, good job defensively to recover.
And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd down, Knight. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Touchdown number 1 of the NFL career for young star Saquon Barkley, as his guys have now moved out in front. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
The Jaguars getting set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
380.
Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
77. 380. 380. Okay.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Fournette on the counter. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. From midfield, here's Bortles. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go. Lucy. Set. 380.
Fournette, a first down carry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Doug Marrone with a play clock almost out says, let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Check. 380.
From the gun, it's Bortles. He finds Yeldon. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the 1st. They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert?
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Carlos Hyde taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would flip?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a play fake. Bortles. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joshua Perry leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Handoff comes to Hyde. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this time out. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And the Giants ready to come out now. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off play action. Knight. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Throwing on first down. Knight. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. DeJuan Smoot in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Barney. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Looking to throw. Knight. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Knight. He finds Beckham, complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On first and 10, Knight to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Knight under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Looking to throw. Knight. Over the middle to Beckham. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Detroit! Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. Knight. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are in for 6. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you're trying to get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And that'll bring up second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Trip front, trip front.
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. Steps away to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So, all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Keelan Cole now to return. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's a give to Fournette. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Green 80.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Green 80.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. He's going to go for a big play down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
To throw on 2nd down. Knight. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know. I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st down, Knight. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Again, it's Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on fourth. They'll run with Barkley. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Rosas now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now Bortles throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Here's Bortles to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. A reminder, 4 more games set to kick off later this afternoon. Chiefs, Chargers, Seahawks and the Broncos, Redskins and Cardinals, and then the Cowboys against the Panthers. They go play action here on first down. And this is incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Bortles will try again on second down. And complete here to Carlos Hyde. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Steps away, and that's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
380.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Now Bortles again. There's the first NFL catch for DJ Shark. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. 12 yards is the pickup there. And they're going to face a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Lucy. 380. 380. 380.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on third and short. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Knight. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing on first down. Knight. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing again. Knight. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Bortles now to throw. Open man right side is Sharp. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And a catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Bortles gives to Yeldon on the draw. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Dalvin Tomlinson able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard.
39, Lucy.
Play action. Now it's Bortles sliding out of the pocket. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
On play action, now Bortles. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right? And
this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Bortles, got to have this one. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And no, it's incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. And now out come the Giants. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
Yeah, and knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Eluding the pressure right. Sheds off the tackle. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Not sure how you feel about it, but to me, I think we're seeing it in front of our eyes. This league continues to change. Look at the moves you ordinarily get from a running back from the quarterback position.
Yeah, that's like a Le'Veon Bell type move right there, but you're exactly right. The game's kind of evolving in that way, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the quarterback is rapidly becoming an extra running back as well.
Now Saquon Barkley flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A gain of 3, second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll go to Barkley again. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Giants add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Omaha.
On first down, Bortles. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The Jaguars on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Now Bortles. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Perry in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Green 80. Green 80. Green 89. Mike 39, Lucy. Check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. How you get on the headache? How you get on the headache?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to go down again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Giants, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd, waving at rude boy, I'm waving at you boy, ran off on the two like True Goy, imagine me do boy, you could never do what I do boy, still ducking that I did boy, in Paris for a hit boy, these ain't the same type of hits boy, can get boy, you don't take these type of risks, boy, cause this boy been throwing that like rich boy, you miss, boy. Your numbers don't add up on the, that was 10 years ago. If you know, you know. Yeah. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. This thing of ours, oh, this thing of ours. Her fraternity of ringing off. I just happen to be alumni. Too legit, they still looking at me with one eye. The company I keep is not corporate enough. Child, you ain't orphan enough. A rapper turn can't morph into us, but a turn rapper can morph into Puff. Dance contest for the, I predict Al Roker. If you know, you know. I only ever looked up to You all get a bird, this Oprah. Players in ball shorts, coaching from the side of the ball court. If you know, you know.